In this video, we will answer this question that what exactly are third dimension and fifth dimensions and what does it mean for you? Hello, I'm Ritu.
And I am Param from twinflamescoach.com. We help twin flames in inner work and we create twin flame coaches.
Many twin flames and others on the spiritual path seem to think that all non-physical interaction is fifth dimension. So that meeting as souls means meeting in fifth dimension. But know that this is not always the case. We all have an astral body, which is how we travel outside of our bodies when we are asleep and dreaming. These astral planes can go anywhere from first dimensions up to the high dimensions. When we interact non-physically with our twin flame, it's often these astral bodies which are interacting, but it does not always happen in fifth dimension. Just because the two twin flames are interacting remotely, it does not mean one or both are anchored into the fifth dimension. And just because someone is a spiritually inclined person does not mean that they are operating in the fifth dimension. The majority of human beings, including twin flames, are not far enough into ascension to reach up to fifth dimension consistently. If we are still in the process of releasing and purging negativity and 3D ancestral programming, chances are we are at best fluctuating between the old 3D reality and the fifth dimension.
Fifth dimension is a high vibration reality, which means it is experienced only in the higher vibrations of love, harmony, unity, joy, and peace. Negativity does not exist there. Jealousy and shame do not exist there. Neither does anger, blame, fear, or worry. These lower emotions are out of alignment with the fifth dimensions. Imagine a child trying to reach up to the top shelf to grab some cookies, but he is unable to do so because he cannot reach that height. Similarly, some people are just not able to expand and reach to fifth dimension yet. Dimensions are corresponding to the vibration levels, which means starting from low up to high, negativity to positivity, contraction to expansion.
First and second dimensions are also known as the unconscious realms. Shame, guilt, apathy, grief, and fears exist here. Fear is dominant emotion here, for example, fear of survival, etc. So, whenever you feel fear, know that you are tapping into these dimensions. If you are having a nightmare, then you are going down into these dimensions through dreaming. Negative consciousness or low vibrational entities exists here. So it is recommended to get out of these emotions as soon as possible.
Third and fourth dimensions are also known as the human reality realms. This is known as the illusion or Maya or the school of life. It is also often referred to as matrix, where you perceive this world as per your conditioning which you received from your family or society or culture. Lust, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality are the dominant emotions here. This is the dimension that we experience as the normal reality, where we try to fit into the conditioning given to us by our society. The normal reality for most of humans is that we eat, drink, grow up, get married, have children, raise them, and then finally die. So if you are looking for an answer to this question that whether you will get married to your twin flame, then know that you are currently living in the third dimension. So we can call third dimension as the traditional earth society. Corresponding to third dimension is the dream plane, which is also known as fourth dimension. Third dimension and fourth dimension reside in the medium range of frequencies, but rarely reach up above love. Fear, anger, conflict are also present here, but they are not present here all the time. Separation mentality characterizes third and fourth dimension. It means we see ourselves as separate from others, the you versus me mentality. Twin flames often interact on the astral planes of fourth dimension.
The dimensions from fifth to ninth are known as the awakened realms. These are the realms where unity, consciousness begin. Love, peace, joy exists here. The predominant atmosphere is one of acceptance, harmony, forgiveness, and love for all beings. Unity consciousness and fifth dimension is the beginning of recognizing that we are all same. You see the soul of light even in someone who has hurt you. Seeing beyond the veil of perception and knowing earth is a play where souls of light act out patterns with each other in order to resolve and learn. Fifth dimension is still within the realms of where most human beings move up in some parts of their lives. When this happens, it is experienced as elation, happiness like you are moving up into the clouds. Fifth dimension also functions as a gateway dimension, that is a connector up to the higher dimensions, thus enabling communication with spirit guides and stepping more fully into our soul gifts.
Ninth dimension and upward are known as the spiritual realms. Human beings who are in ascension can dream up to 12th and 13th dimension and then return back to their body. But we often don't remember these dreams fully, as our physical body consciousness resides in the third dimension range of vibrations, and it is not always capable of translating the high dimensional experiences into physical memory. High dimensional experiences are most often remembered in bits and pieces, flashes of visions, or having experienced something without quite remembering it.
There is a temporary bridge between the dimensions where new light comes in and old negativity goes out. This happens when we have regular gateway openings during eclipses, equinoxes, etc. You may be wondering about where this old negativity disappears to and where new light codes come from. It goes to other dimensions where it is transmuted, while new light comes from other higher dimensions to lift us up. Some places also act as gateways to higher or lower dimensions. And by doing inner work, if you reach a very high personal frequency, then you will become a vortex of light, that is personal gateway between the 3D where your body exists and to the higher dimensions. Similarly, someone can also be a bridge to lower consciousness. You will notice this if you feel particularly heavy just from being around someone.
Many twin flames and other light workers originate as souls from the high dimensions, so that when you fully awaken inside your physical body, you can more easily reach up and bridge the dimensions and thus creating heaven on earth. When a twin flame pair is united in unconditional love, they become a permanent gateway to the high dimensions and enable high vibrational energy to spread from their systems and out to others. This benefits you and your twin and also everyone who comes into contact with you. And this is also known as the twin flame mission, which means to cleanse the whole earth from the inside out, to uplift the collective energies to a higher vibration of love, peace and unity.
As discussed in the previous videos, the souls who have been repeatedly reincarnating on earth are not equipped to reach higher consciousness of love and unity. Therefore, twin flames volunteered as the souls to come here and assist them. This is the major reason why so many twin flames incarnate into families with the dysfunctional patterning, that is the families where there are issues regarding love, self-love and forgiveness.
When you communicate with spirit guides who reside in very high dimensions, then most of them will have to lower their own vibration in order to reach us. Spirit guides, angels, lower their vibration to reach us from 12th down to 9th dimension, where you are capable of simultaneously raising your vibration to meet them temporarily to receive communication. And the so-called gateways also create shortcuts between the dimensions, and this is the reason why we find it easier to communicate with spirit guides and dwell in the mindset of love and peace during certain times or in certain places.
You might notice that you sometimes dream about elevators, escalators, steps. These are all symbolic of dimensional travel, as dreams reveal information in chunks. So if you make a note of your dreams, then you will understand the guidance that is trying to reach you. Complete information is revealed to you when you take inspired actions according to the already revealed information. So, depending on your action taking ability, sometimes it takes some days or weeks or months or years for you to progress ahead on your soul mission and your twin flame journey. And if you are not taking action based on the guidance that you are receiving, then you will not be able to progress any further in your journey and thus will stay in the same circumstances. During dreams, you can notice your feelings. When you are in the low emotions of fear, worry, jealousy, blame, then you are interacting in the low dimensions. When you are up in the higher states of love, forgiveness, happiness, you are as a soul experiencing the higher dimensions. Some people experience issues with the blurred vision as they get accustomed to expanding dimensional reach. If some bodily symptoms happen, then you can take medical help as well. Don't worry, these symptoms will get settled down as ascension levels out together with proper medicine and inner work practices.
Sometimes it is actually healthy for our body to ground back into third dimension vibration so that the body feels more settled and less stressed, because the body is of third dimension physical world and it is pushed to adjust when our soul vibration increases. Because the body is of 3D physical world and it is pushed to adjust when our soul vibration increases. So grounding yourself is a helpful method for helping your physical and spiritual systems function well together. Some recommendations for grounding are physical movement, dancing, singing, listening to physically moving music such as rock songs or other drum heavy music.
As explained in this video, separation is only felt if your level of consciousness has not expanded to the experiences of the fifth dimension. If you start to stay in higher dimensions like fifth and above, then separation does not exist there. Moving into higher dimensions and staying there most of the time is a slow process, but the changes that happens in your life are long lasting. So the easiest way for you to end the separation is to do some kind of practices that will help you move up and stay in the higher dimensions. We call these practices as inner work. In short, we want to say that the separation that you are going through is an illusion, but you will only be able to understand it when you are able to stay in the higher dimensions by constantly practicing inner work techniques.
Always remember, Tap, SWADHAYA, ISHWAR, PRANIDHAN. Here Tap refers to the practices and discipline leading to acquiring radiance of body and clarity of mind. SWADHAYA means study of self, understanding each and every chapter of life separately as well as in relation to each other, a thorough study of oneself. And ISHWAR Pranidhan refers to having complete faith and surrender in divine. So if you have any question or comments about this video, then you can leave them in comment section. You can join our Telegram channel to avail notifications about free meditation session and upcoming inner work or chakra balancing programs. Link of Telegram channel and link of our programs can be found in the description below.
To watch our upcoming videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for watching, and we see you next time.